November, November. Looks quite busy out there.
Impression start approved, face south.
London Heathrow, Europe's biggest and busiest airport, transporting more than 74 million passengers every year.
Just your passport, please.
You've got your boarding cards in your hand, ladies.
This is so big, this is so complex, it's Gatwick on steroids.
With the flights taking off or landing every 45 seconds, Heathrow is operating at full capacity, and there's no room for error.
You know, if Heathrow sneezes, the rest of Europe and the world catches a cold.
We could have blown something, is that what you're saying?
Even the smallest problem can cause chaos.
915 and 919 have been cancelled. Nothing is landing, nothing's taking off.
And cost the multi-billion-pound business a fortune in fines and lost revenue.
We lost about £3,000 just because of you, sir.
This series goes behind the scenes.
This is the bit no one sees.
To follow the hidden army of staff working against the clock to get thousands of planes away on time.
Every second counts.
The size of a small city, Heathrow has its own police force.
Excuse me, sir. Can I ask you to come with me, please?
Paramedics and vets.
Wow.
From the baggage handlers and security officers.
Look at that. Ah! You can't take down the aeroplane, no.
To the air traffic controllers and pilots.
I'm not going to say I'm living the dream, but I am.
Everyone has a vital role to play.
All good, clean fuel.
In keeping Britain's most famous airports flying.
It's in the hands of God, really.
Scuba 203, good afternoon. Impression start approved, face south.
Heathrow is one of the busiest international airports in the world. It's home to 80 airlines, flying to 185 destinations in 84 countries. It's 8 a.m. and at Terminal 3, American Airlines is facing one of its busiest days of the year.
Thanksgiving, you're celebrating God taking care of you through a rough time.
It's a big one.
We all meet for Thanksgiving dinner, ham, turkey, and all the fixings.
Cranberry stuffing, potatoes, corn, green beans, wine.
Lots of wine. It's a deal with family.
Right.
And all the women will be cooking, and the men, we kind of hang out, watch football.
Go Cowboys, you know.
While passengers build up at check-in, on the airfield, one of the airline's fleet needs some essential maintenance work before it can fly.
The parts just arrived. We're just trying to work out how to get it to 583.
The aircraft needs a new radome, the tip of the nose cone that houses the plane's radar and communication antenna.
The aircraft we're going to work on is going at 11:30. So it's going to be close to get it all done, that's all.
The team only have 2.5 hours before passengers start boarding. And engineer Steve wants to be well clear before then.
The last thing a passenger wants to see, let's be honest about it, as a maintenance engineer on board the airplane. You know, we like it when the passengers don't see us. That means our job is done and the airplane's serviceable.
The plane's pilots have been reporting interference with their VHF radio.
The radome has caused this interference, just a breakdown of the radome through time. The radios, the SATCOM, these are all stuff that he uses in his normal flying a long time, basically, for all sorts of different reasons. I mean, sometimes they want to just listen to the football match, to be honest with you, but I wouldn't say they do that, but, you know, but they can.
The team are working against the clock, but already engineer Ralph has spotted a problem.
It's covered in tape. Somebody's stuck sticky tape all over the radome, and we can't leave it on because it'll just paint a massive stripe on the weather radar as the radar sweeps. So we need to get it off, but where it's so old and weatherised, it's going to be a nightmare to take off. It's going to slow the job right down. Let's see if we can get it cleaned off. It's so old, it's just breaking down.
There's now only an hour and a half left before boarding, and passengers are making their way through security.
Please remove as much metallic items from yourself as possible. You're walking through a metal detector.
With the clock ticking down, Ralph and Steve have decided to crack on with the job and come back to the tape later.
And obviously, as you see, I'm not tall enough to do any of the manual work, so I got to get the big guys in to do it. My big guns, as I call them.
A new radome costs more than £40,000.
Just let me know when you want it in, Ralphie.
Wiggle, please. Give it a little wiggle, that's it. Just a little one, run it through. There's so many fine details and they have to be right. Once you've made a mistake, there's no going back. So you've just got to get it right. That's why you have to take your time while you've got it.
But time is not on their side. Back in the terminal, passengers are already making their way to the gate.
Oh, it's a treat. It's a fleeting treat.
With minutes to go before boarding begins, the radome is on. But one sticky problem still remains.
Right, tape.
Unless they can remove the tape, this flight will be grounded. So Ralph is forced to improvise.
Do you know the trays they serve the food on? We need to get one of them. A rigid plastic tray.
You got any cloths up there?
There you go, mate.
What? You big lump.
Come up with that, yeah.
Yes, Ralphie boy.
Get in there. Voila, c'est bon.
Oh, it's like my arse when I was about 6 weeks old, man.
We're done.
Perfect.
We've managed to get it off of the aeroplane and get it refitted to our new aircraft just in time. A nice piece of rigid plastic did the job.
Each day, more than 200,000 passengers pass through Heathrow. To keep the cascade of travellers moving smoothly, the airport employs an army of passenger experience managers.
Are you okay, sir? You look a little bit lost.
They say that I got their late.
Sorry?
And they are asking me now to pay £338.
Right.
And I got here on time.
In Terminal 4, Sunita is in the middle of a busy day shift.
Hello. Are you trying to repack?
No, we're just organising, yeah.
Okay, I was going to say, if you wouldn't mind, if you just move up to the side there, because you're right in the middle here.
Do you think you have to be bossy to do your job?
I don't think you have to be bossy, sometimes you have to be assertive in order to get certain things done. Right, sir, you were late. They tried to help you, and there is no choice but to have to pay.
That is not fair.
With over 25,000 passengers passing through the terminal each day, Sunita must be ready for anything.
Sorry, could you repeat that, please?
A passenger with me saying that she's just lost her girl. She's gone missing somewhere here, but she can't find her.
I'm on my way. Have you lost your child?
Yes, I have.
How old is she?
She's 2.5.
2.5. What is she wearing?
You know the jumper one thing?
Oh, like an all-in-one suit?
Yeah. With yellow jacket.
Yeah.
Spots black.
Get control to get on it.
We have a missing child, 2.5-year-old, last seen, Zone D. She's wearing a yellow top with black dots on it. We've got a missing child at the moment. You've just heard the call, yeah? Brilliant. Thank you very much indeed. Guys, I need some help. We've lost a child. Can you just spread out and see if you can find the young lady? It's an environment where there's so many people milling around, and not everybody is a traveller. And actually, all you can see is the tops of heads here.
It's now been almost 10 minutes since the child was last seen.
Right, over that way.
Right, I'm going to go this way.
I've got trolleys looking as well.
Can you please advise we found the missing child?
Okay, many thanks.
Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
A bit overwhelmed.
I'm fine now.
A bit overwhelmed.
Is that a bit of a relief?
Very.
More than it is.
Was she with anybody? She just wandered off, did she? Is that what happened?
I think so, yeah. I think she called me when I was going to the toilet.
My colleague here, he actually found the young girl.
She was waiting near the John A, near the Qatar check-in, so I picked up from there.
So you were the hero.
Thank you.
Job well done. Well done, Saeed.
Heathrow employs over 75,000 people, and they all have to work in sync to get passengers away on time. One of the main bottlenecks is security, where staff have to process over 100,000 travellers a day.
Thank you very much. Please take out your laptops, iPads out of your bags.
Can you just clear your bags? Because otherwise you're over there.
A passenger and 5 of his family are running late for their flight. But security officer Tony needs to take him for a private search.
When I touched him, I could feel something. So obviously I need to get it clear. She said obviously they came time and they've been here 4 hours outside, but obviously because they had loads of bags and stuff to check in and that.
After being delayed at check-in, the man is now running out of time to claim back a £500 VAT refund.
The airline's waiting outside for him. We can
get you checked and then we'll...
Check
Because I want VAT. He said, don't have time. We 4 hours before here. 5 hours. I'm not happy.
The airline guy who's in charge, he said that if he goes for his VAT, they're going to offload him, so that's why he's not really happy about that.
We have children. She give me too much problem.
We started to take the key cards there. We'll try, we'll have a word with them and see if they can just quickly...
I'm not bad man.
पता तो सी बात नहीं करे शेयर कर लो बटन मार लो
The passenger has been cleared by security, but he's now very late for his flight, and a chaperone is waiting to escort him to the plane.
He's going to miss the flight now because it's already 2 minutes past the pushback.
Please, you help me, please. You help me.
No,
you
sir.
have 500 pounds.
We don't have any time for VAT. We have to upload you then. Make your decision.
I'm coming 5 hours here before.
You want to
they
come?
give me problem
Sir,
for me.
The pushback was 2 minutes ago, 3 minutes ago. So we can upload you or we can make the flight.
Can they do it by post or anything like that?
They can do it by post if you want.
No,
we don't have time, sir. 2 minutes ago was pushed out back of the aircraft.
You need to pick up all your bags, please.
If they wish to go for VAT, we can't hold them. They will miss the flight and it'll cost them a lot of more money, time. Perhaps tomorrow or the day after, they'll get a seat to go back to their country. It's their choice.
The flight is now late for its departure, and the family could be offloaded at any minute.
Give me too much problem in India.
To make matters worse, one of their bags has been flagged for a search.
Now we're going to go back in the way you came in again.
Just me.
Oh, you sitting there.
Okay, can you just take it as it is and then we'll let's take it in your hand. You do it on board because it's no time here, yeah? Okay, let's go.
The airline is closing the gate, so Tony lends a hand to try and help them make the flight.
Too much problem.
Oh, thank you. That's fine.
Yes.
The family make it with seconds to spare, but the hold-up has repercussions for the airline.
We lost the slot. Next slot might be in half an hour, 2 hours, when we don't know when. Actual airline now will have to pay extra money for being at the gate. Passengers, 340 of them, they will perhaps miss connections going to India. And so it's a knock-on effect.
I did feel sorry for him. I always try to help everyone who I can help. And that's my aim here. Come here, do what I can do, try to make the passengers happy.
These guys done a wonderful job. Thank you.
Take care, yeah. One love.
Each year, over 470,000 planes take off and land at Heathrow, carrying up to 75 million passengers. But not everyone is welcome at the airport. Today, Airside Safety Officer Chris has been assigned one of the department's most important jobs.
Most people wouldn't believe it, and if you said it, they'd probably laugh, but we have to spend part of our day making sure that we disperse birds. Heathrow attracts a hell of a lot of birds. You've got a lot of grass where they can hide from prey. There's a lot of food source around. Aircraft and birds just do not mix. When the aircraft is taken off, they'll hit a point called V1, which basically means where an aircraft cannot stop. It has to take off, and that's when the engines are working at maximum power. And if you've got an impact of a bird at that exact moment, I mean, the worst case scenario, it could bring an aircraft down. Birds are right up there with something that can cause a major accident and impact on an aircraft's safety.
At the end of the departing runway, a flock of starlings is gathered on top of the instrument landing system.
See all those birds there on top of the ILS. So this is one of our methods for dispersing birds. It's called scarecrowing. We can select whatever birds we need to disperse. So we'd go to starling and basically play the sound. It's a distress call.
That one was
a very distressed goose.
Yeah, that sounded pretty
graphic.
The birds are refusing to budge. And with the plane taking off every 80 seconds, Chris needs to move fast.
So these are pyrotechnic shoes, kind of like a small firework. So you just load it up in the gun, fire it in the air, it'll shoot up and just make a loud bang noise, and that should just deter the birds and scare them to just shoot them off. I've scared them enough that they've vacated the grass area, so bird dispersal.
While Chris keeps passengers safe in the sky, someone else is looking out for them in the terminal. London Ambulance Service employs a team of cycling paramedics at Heathrow.
Bikes are a fantastic way of us just getting around and giving a really quick response to jobs with everything on the bike that we could possibly need as a mini ambulance.
Paramedic Izzy has been called to a passenger complaining of severe abdominal pain.
You okay? You feel okay?
Just the pain.
Just the pain. Right. Do you want to sit on here for a minute, my love? Where it's a little bit more comfortable. Lovely. So, abdominal pain, both sides, worst on the left. Okay, when did it start?
Like a week ago, but very, very...
Faint?
Yeah.
Okay. And is it, what, today? Has it got really, really bad?
Yeah, I could leave the bed today.
Okay. Have you taken any pain relief?
No, because I am pregnant, so
okay, so you're pregnant.
Yeah.
Right, okay. First baby?
Yeah, and she's moving.
Sorry?
She's moving.
She's moving?
Yeah.
That's even, it's a she, you sure?
Yeah.
Awesome. Lovely little girl. Beautiful. Okay.
Letitia and Raphael are already checked in and are keen to get home to Brazil. But Izzy insists on a thorough check to make sure Letitia is fit to fly.
So, I know you're saying that you've had this for about a week, and it's gradually got worse, yeah?
Yeah.
But has it changed in area at all, or is it always been
concentrated here?
Always been there. Okay. So the problem is that as the belly gets bigger in pregnancy, you can get kind of pains like this. But because something in there is very, very precious and very, very important, we never tend to mess around with pregnant ladies.
Okay.
So I'd like you to go to hospital, please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It could be nothing at all, but we don't want to risk baby or you. You know, where are you flying to?
It's about 11-hour flight.
No, yeah, okay, so no chance. Yeah, they can rebook your flight. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Good, no problem whatsoever. Shall organise an ambulance for you, my love. Could I have an ambulance, please, for my patient? She needs a checkup at maternity, over. Keep yourself nice and warm. Okay.
After a visit to hospital, Letitia was given the all clear, and the couple flew back to Brazil the following day.
Good morning, maintain altitude 3,000 feet, heading 150 degrees.
Checked. Clear done. Target evening at speedbird 166.
Good evening, Speedbird 166, clear land, 27 left surface wind is 23050.
500. Okay, guys, happy there? I've got the freeze on now.
Okay.
On the outskirts of the airport, British Airways Global Learning Academy houses one of the most sophisticated training facilities in the world. Today, 3 of their top pilots are practicing to fly a brand new addition to their fleet. An updated version of an aircraft named the Dreamliner.
The simulator is so sophisticated and it's certified for us to be able to train our pilots. So actually the first time that they operate the aircraft for real will be with passengers.
At a touch of a button on these screens here, I can make it daylight. We can bring it down to dusk. We can put on weather effects, so we can put on some rain and hail. You get puddles on the tarmac. It is just like the real thing at London's Heathrow. It's not just for fun. I mean, it really is important that we are able to operate these aircraft in all of these conditions.
I imagine it's quite fun as well.
Of course it is, yeah.
And it won't be long before pilots have the chance to fly the new aircraft for real. Because back on the airfield, it's being delivered. In less than 2 weeks, the £185 million plane will set off on its inaugural flight to Kuala Lumpur. And there's a lot at stake for the airline.
Everybody's watching that Dreamliner for the first time going off to Kuala Lumpur, so we don't leave on time, we may not arrive on time. A vast amount of people within BA all focus on that inaugural flight to Kuala Lumpur.
Back at the Learning Academy, cabin crew are being drilled in the art of service. And flight attendant Claudia will be looking after first-class passengers on the maiden voyage.
I'm just going to see if my training is still up to scratch, if I'm at an acceptable level.
Along with 7 other trainees, Claudia is brushing up on the airline's afternoon tea service, led by instructors David and Jazz.
May I?
Please.
A lot of our customers from around the world will book a British Airways ticket
in the afternoon tea,
because they like the Britishness of us.
Thank you.
We have the cup, then the milk jigger, the sugar bowl with sugar tongs, and then the teapot. The handles must all point to 4 o'clock, just to give it symmetry.
Does one enjoy afternoon tea more if cups and saucers are placed at 45 degrees?
It's symmetry, everything in such an angle that it looks pleasing to not just enjoy, but to look at as well.
In just 12 days' time, Claudia will be put to the test on the inaugural flight.
It is a very important flight. It's high profile, and we want to showcase this flight. We want to get it 100% on this flight, absolutely.
It's the last Friday before Christmas, and the busiest airport in Britain is about to get even busier. At the north end of Terminal 4, Biman, Bangladesh have started checking in passengers.
Passport and tickets, please.
And check-in agent Lacey and her team are facing a challenging afternoon.
It's daunting more than anything because it will be busier today than it is, I can imagine, any other day of the year. It's just over 400 passengers. They want to get into Bangladesh before Christmas. So we have to make sure that we do all work as a team to get the aircraft gone on time. Because if it doesn't go on time, then big penalties for delayed flights. So we don't like delays here.
But it's not just the number of passengers that's a challenge. Biman's luggage allowance is 40 kilos a person, double the amount of most airlines.
If you can put the first bag on the scale for me. Altogether, you can check in 10 pieces of luggage at 200 kilos, okay?
And Biman passengers are renowned for using every last gram.
Okay, and your next bag, please? Did you weigh your bags at home?
Yeah, we did.
200 kilos, exactly.
Wow!
Exactly. Yeah,
well
exactly.
done to me!
You did very well.
Lacey and her team have less than 3 hours to check in all 400 passengers and 18 tons of luggage. Waiting in line is Mr. Ahmed, who's travelling with his wife and 5 children.
So shall we start putting them in?
So how many do you have at the moment?
18 pieces with 3 cabin bags.
Great.
With including 3 cabin bags.
You seem to have a lot of bags.
Yeah. We don't wash our clothes there because when you do, it gets funny color. Yeah, so we just use and put them away, use and put them away for 1 month. When we come back, my wife got a lot of cleaning to do, a lot of laundry. Yeah.
The belt's just stopped at the moment.
Lacey's team have only an hour left to close check-in, but they've hit a problem.
The bags got stuck just on the corner, and when there's an outpour of bags, they're all just going to clog on top of each other, so we had no choice but to smack the emergency button. It's really not good for us. Worst case scenario, the flight is delayed, and obviously that's big penalties for delayed flights.
While the Biman check-in grinds to a halt, security officer John and his team are trying to keep passengers moving.
All liquids must be removed, please, out of your bags.
The security department have to clear more than 73 million bags a year.
All right, here we go.
And luggage that's been flagged by the X-ray machine has to be searched by hand.
Okay, it would appear possibly liquids in your bag. Let's just confirm that. Yeah, there's a strong possibility. If you can unzip the main zips, but please do not insert your hands inside it, and we'll start the search.
Following a foiled terror plot in 2006, all liquids coming through must be less than 100 millilitres and placed in a clear resealable plastic bag.
Okay, so let's look at the item.
Is that it?
That's one item we started with. This is considered as a liquid.
Oh,
Creams, gels, paste.
Shit.
Yeah. But it's okay, it's not over 100 ml, so you're fine there. Oh. Right, so we'll put that in the liquid bag and we'll do a quick test.
Any liquids found in luggage must be tested for explosives.
Okay, madam, if you could just bear with us, we just have an activation on this liquid. I'm just going to call my security manager. We're just going to run through a few questions with you. This has been checked, and when I put the swab in, activation. The bag has been isolated from the passenger.
John needs to conduct further tests on the liquid. Meanwhile, his security manager questions the passenger.
Where are you flying today?
I'm flying to Dublin.
What's your profession?
I'm a line cook.
Any contact with any chemicals?
I'm from Colorado. Like, there's weed all over the place. There's weed all over my house. And hash oil and stuff.
No. That wouldn't be an issue. No.
I don't know.
Okay, all clear. Can I return to the passenger?
Yes.
Right.
Fortunately for the passenger, John's additional tests have come through clear.
You guys are nicer than TSA.
Well, I always believe treat as you like to be treated.
Exactly.
Right?
We're all human, right?
Thank you.
Same species.
Have a good journey.
I shall. You have a wonderful day.
Thank you, Mom.
It was a little unnerving. I come from Colorado, so I feel like that even though he said that it's not an issue, I'm around a lot of hash oil and weird stuff like that all the time. It could have just been my hair dye that set it off.
Where are you off to now?
I'm off to Dublin. I want to hang out with Irishmen in kilts. Do they wear kilts in Ireland, or is that just Scotland?
Back at the Beaman check-in, the baggage belt is still down, and engineers have been called.
It's been down 15 minutes now, so it's really not good for us. When we need to, we'll close check-in in 55 minutes. We all work to time, and if one of us falls, it's a domino effect. It causes chaos for everyone here.
After a 20-minute delay, the engineers finally fix the belt. Lacey's team now have only 50 minutes to check in the rest of the passengers.
It's doable, she says. Fingers crossed. It wasn't a smooth check-in today, I don't think, but we still managed to close on time.
As night falls on the airport, animal vet Liz is preparing for the arrival of some exotic cargo.
They're going to bring him in there, yes, back there.
The animals have flown over 11,000 miles from the other side of the world.
The ones you see today are not going to be at their most relaxed, obviously, because they'll be taken out of a crate and all the rest of it. They're going to be a bit jumpy and it's all very strange.
Annually, Liz and her colleagues at the Animal Reception Centre deal with over 250,000 animals. And tonight's shipment is the biggest of the year.
The ones for Holland and Belgium have Holland and Belgium neck tags on it, so it's easily picked up.
Right. Helping Liz is expert keeper Steve, who's travelled with the animals for more than 30 hours.
The Suris are quite highly strung, so we just have to be careful with those. As long as you know how to handle them, you know the mannerisms of them, you know where to place yourself, there shouldn't be any problem at all.
I've gone through all the health certificates and checked them on here, and we're doing it all from here, so... Oh my God!
We flew over with 78 alpaca from New Zealand. We've got one for the UK, 3 for Sweden, a couple for Belgium and Holland, 32 for France, and the rest for Germany.
Liz and Steve must now separate the jet-lagged alpaca into smaller groups, ready to be shipped.
Whoa, buddy, whoa, buddy.
Got it? That's it. Just stand back. Just stand back. Let him just walk around in the compound for a minute. Don't rush.
With the alpaca not cooperating with Liz and the team, Steve steps in and shows them how it's done.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Good boy. Good boy. You can quite easily hold them. Put your knee in here, or into the chest. Right in here. Stay.
These alpaca will be farmed for their sought-after fleece, and they don't come cheap.
They range from around 5,000 Australian dollars up to around 25,000.
That's what we're looking at in total, roughly.
You're probably talking about 600,000 over the 78. That's actually quite a small shipment. You know, we've had animals worth $175,000 each. Yeah, it's a fair whack of money.
But for Steve, it's not all about the money.
It's always pretty sad when you actually wave goodbye to them at the end of the day, but hey, it's their next phase of their life across Europe, and it's good to see. Come on, boys, up.
As the alpaca continue their journey, at Terminal 5, another flight is preparing to leave. Tonight marks the inaugural flight to Kuala Lumpur for British Airways' new Dreamliner.
Inaugural flight 787-900, one of our newest ones to KL. All a bit excited for that?
Yes.
Key aspects, obviously it's an inaugural flight, lots of people are watching it, rest of BA want to get it off on time. Would appreciate that.
While the crew make their way to the gate, on the tarmac, turnaround manager Alan and his team are working hard to make sure the departure goes to plan.
I was just inquiring about whether the flight deck will be in a position to go early. They're up for it. We want to be the world's punctual airline, but that's what I'm here for, to get a plane away early or on time at best.
Before takeoff, the plane needs to be filled up. And jet fuel is a flight's biggest cost. But the Dreamliner's state-of-the-art design means it saves the airline 20 to 30% on their bill.
I kicked off 25 years ago on a 757, and to come and develop into this sort of aircraft is fantastic. It's very exciting.
The Dreamliner is one of the fastest commercial airplanes in the world, reaching a ground speed of over 675 miles an hour.
I'm not going to say I'm living the dream, but I am.
In charge of guiding the plane out of its parking space is 25-year-old Anastasia.
I'm the headset operator, and then I'm normally paired with a driver, and we just push back aircraft on departures. I come home all the time with like black all over my face, so I never bother to do my hair and makeup, even though I've got it on tonight.
Back inside, cabin crew are boarding the plane, and this will be the first time Claudia has stepped foot on a Dreamliner.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Dreamliner. This is our brand new aircraft. This is first class. I would like to travel like this. It's got a vanity mirror. Oh yes, I'm here.
Beneath the wing, co-captain Meredith is doing her final checks before the plane is deemed fit to fly.
Looking that the blades are rotating, any damage within the engine itself, any unusual marks on the aircraft, really. So if we found something and we weren't quite sure, not quite sure is not good enough.
Boarding has now commenced, and with less than 30 minutes until departure, everyone must pull together to ensure the plane leaves on time.
It's now given me the ability to communicate, so I shall request a route.
May I take your jacket, sir?
Helen, good evening.
Hello, can I take the ground power out yet, please? Thank you.
Thank you.
With passengers fully boarded, it's now down to Alan.
10:02 is departure time, and we're hoping we might be able to get it on its way 5 minutes early. It's just downstairs that I'm hoping it's coming together, and it looks like it's doing just that.
Hello, flight. I just need to get an update from the refueler because he hasn't budged yet. I'm not sure if his vehicle's working.
The plane is ready to go with 5 minutes to spare. But there's a problem.
The refueling rig is, how we say, gone US. He can't move it.
At Terminal 5, British Airways' new Dreamliner is about to take off on its inaugural flight to Kuala Lumpur.
Just downstairs that I'm hoping it's coming together, and it looks like it's doing just that.
But with only 5 minutes until its departure time, pushback crew leader Anastasia has noticed a problem.
Hi, the refueler's not budging. It just won't move, and then when he puts his foot down the accelerator, like loads of black smoke comes out. He's just behind the engine.
The refuelling truck is stuck under the wing, blocking the plane in.
How you doing? Hey, can we help?
They've got to send someone to me.
Okay, so all organised, somebody will come out.
Yeah, on the way now. It's perfect.
He's getting the response team out to move the vehicle. So I guess it's stuck.
If a plane doesn't push back on time, it can result in extra costs to an airline. But for co-captain Mark Wordsworth, the consequences of a late departure mean more than money.
We want this to go on time. There's a lot of attention on this particular flight. Kuala Lumpur is expecting us to come in on time as well, so that's got to look good. And of course, a lot of passengers actually booked to go on inaugural flights in BA. They spend a lot of money with us, so we've got to make it worthwhile.
The response team's gone to the wrong aircraft.
With the mechanics attending the wrong plane, another refueler is sent out to lend a hand.
Let's hope this person can resolve our issue.
You trying to leave it for a while?
Yes, I'm trying everything.
Nothing helps.
How come's he's turned up?
Well, I think he's just trying to offer some assistance, but any ideas will be much appreciated at the moment.
If you cannot do it,
We've got a fitter on the one.
It's on the way.
Is there a fitter on the one?
Is it?
Is there one? I'm asking you.
I don't know, no. They just sent me to help you, but I can't really help you with it.
The mechanics still haven't turned up, and the departure time has arrived.
I can't even remember the last time something like this happened.
I've never seen
You've never
it.
known one, yeah. There you go. There's never a right time, is there?
I'm sending another vehicle around to give you a hand.
He's here now, Chris, and he doesn't know what to do.
Just mention the system.
For every minute a plane is late, it can cost an airline hundreds of pounds.
Sadly, the 033 is still delayed due to this issue with the refuelling vehicle. Another 15 minutes, I think it's going to take at least. How unfortunate, really, when something like this happens, because apart from the financial consequences, the ongoing effects on the passengers. Our customers, they're going to be delayed. It's never right.
"13 minutes after the scheduled departure time, the refuelers finally get the truck started.
There you go, these things happen. All right, take care. Right, our problems are resolved on the 033 on stamp 518. If you can put it ready to go in now, that would be great.
Everything's sorted, flight crew have called for clearance, and now we're going to push.
Still a bit disappointed that we weren't able to go a bit sooner. And we still haven't gone, have we?
Is it not? So you want to undo it all again?
Just as the plane is set to go, Anastasia and her team hit another problem.
Are we good?
We're having problems with the tractor now. This is embarrassing.
I thought as much.
When he's lifting up the aircraft, it's not locking out.
The tractor is unable to lift the aeroplane in the way that it should be able to. So she's just trying to work out what might be the issue. But second issue on one departure, it's more than we would hope for.
We might have to call another tug out, yeah.
Wow.
See what happens. Yeah?
Yeah, that's green light.
Oh, yes. We're good to go.
We good?
Yes, we're good.
Problem overcome, we're on our way.
24 minutes after the Dreamliner was meant to leave, it's finally on its way.
You're actually thoroughly disappointed.
I am. in our role, we have a passion. It's our job to get our departures away on time. That's what the customer is looking for. That's one of the most important things to him. So we go out of our way to enable that to happen. I've done that. Everyone's done that collectively as a team. Unfortunately, breakdowns, as we saw, delayed us. So, yeah, just move on to the next one. The next one will be good, I'm sure.
Next time, Storm Imogen causes havoc at Heathrow.
The queue is round there, please, sir. We have no control over what the weather is.
Temperatures plunge on the airfield.
Colder they are, busier we are, non-stop, one to the other.
And one of the airport's newest staff members gets his hands dirty.
Oh, treasure.
I didn't think I had much of a weak stomach.